21 by 21 inch. I'm bringing the two corners to meet them in the center. So I want to fold it out to make sure it looks like one uniform piece. We're just going to kind of pull this and scrunch it up in the center. Take this and kind of just roll it in towards you and bring it down to meet in the middle. Again, roll this in, bring it down and meet in the middle. And then we're just going to tuck these in. And you're going to make this big cupped petal. Well, it's like a lolly petal, but big. Okay, so I have two pieces here. So I'm going to cut some of this off because we're going to stick the ends in. And so this is one of them in. So this is what it looks like when it's in there. Okay. Okay, so I am going to cut this about 3 inches. I'm going to cut off the tail. Now, once you put the end into the zip tie, you'll be able to match it up beside the petal that's next to it. Okay, don't let go of this. If you want, you even should probably put a clothespin on it so it doesn't come undone while you're sticking this in. You're going to want to stick this tail in. Just to the next line. So just to where it hits line number 3 or 4, sorry. And then you're going to zip this. My hands are sore today, so I'm going to use my needle nose pliers to pull a zip tie. Okay. Pull that nice and tight, and then you can take that off. Okay. So we got this nice big fun petal, and they both look like the same size. So perfect. So we will cut this off. So we're going to do 8 of those. So I made one here. So I'm going to cut off some of the tail because we don't need all this bulk. And it's not too much that you have to cut off, so we're not wasting too much. Again, stick your tail in till it hits the next row. Ties are in the way. So I'm just going to, don't let go, because if you let go it'll open. So just stick the tail in till it hits the next row here and then zip it up. Okay? And then once it's in there, you can play around and make sure it's cupped in the way it's supposed to be. Okay. So I'm going to pull this again. I can't pull them with my fingers. I have eczema on my hands, so sometimes my fingers are really sore, and then I'm old, so they're getting arthritis in them. Okay. I'm going to do that again. So as you can see, this flower is going to be pretty big. So if you don't want it as big as this, the more tail you put in, the smaller these petals will be. Okay, so you don't have to do it this ginormous. But I'm making a statement here, so I'm making it big. That's 21-inch roll, and I cut it by 21 inches. So I made a square, 21 by 21. So I've got 2 pieces. And I'm going to turn it in a diamond. You're going to bring it down to the corner. Okay, and you want to kind of just line the edges up so it makes a nice, perfect triangle here. Okay, and then once you got it all lined up, and it looks like one piece, just bring it to the side and kind of stretch it and bring the center together. And you're going to keep your hands pinched here, take this and kind of roll it towards you and bring it down. Okay, and then the same with this one. So now it just naturally wants to go up like this, but we want it to go down. So when you kind of give it that turn and bring it, you can make that like cupped formation. Okay, and then you don't want the vein part of the petal totally sticking up, so you can just kind of push it down with your finger, and you got that cupped petal here. Okay, now we don't need all this, so we're just going to cut, I think it's about 3 inches. I'm just about 3 inches I'm cutting off. And once you've done a few of these, you don't even have to measure because you can kind of guesstimate. And it's a flower. No flower is perfect. So I'm sticking the tail in till it hits to the section number 4, that line on number 4 that's on the board, and then just zip tie it. And if you're like me, you have sore hands, pull it with some needle nose pliers. This one just didn't turn out the greatest, but that's okay. Like I said, the flowers are not perfect. So we have 3 more to do. And then the section number 4, we're going to do the exact same petal, but just with 1 piece of deco mesh. So it'll go really fast. All right, so row number 4, we're going to do the same petal. We're just going to use 1 piece, so you might be able to see it a little better. Each petal is 21 by 21, so I'm making a ginormous flower. We're making a statement tonight. Like I said, if you don't want to make it this big, all you have to do is feed more tail. That just sounds wrong, but feed more tail through the zip tie, and you'll make a smaller petal. So you're going to turn it into a diamond, and you're going to take your top and your bottom and just match it up. And then we're just going to match up the sides here. So this flower is not big, not hard at all to make. It's just a pain in the butt because you're trying to measure this 21-inch piece. Now you notice you don't see any of the edges, so don't worry about cutting and frays and all that stuff because you won't see anything. There's not too many flowers I make that you see the edges of the flowers. Okay, we're going to do the same thing. Now it's going to look a little thinner, but that's okay because this is going on the second row as a filler. Be nice if they stay together. Deco mesh sometimes just really does have a mind of its own. It just wants to do its own thing. There we go. So we're going to push that center down and then tighten it. So now we're going to cut more of the tail off. So I would probably say 5 inches. Because it's going to be a little bit smaller. Okay, and we're going to put it in row 4. So you're going to slide this in and slide it right to the circle of row 5. Okay, and then zip it up. Now don't let go because you'll lose your petal formation. There we go. So you see now how this petal is hiding that blank spot and it's hiding those zip ties. Okay. Take another piece.
Just somebody asked about the boards since I wanted to get to it.
Oh yes, the boards you can be purchased from Amazon.com. Amazon sells them in a 5-pack. And if you have Prime, make sure you get that free shipping. Also craftoutlet.com, so you can buy your mesh, your ribbons, and everything with your boards all in one transaction. Of course, our website at uniqueinthecreek.com. Okay, ginormous flower. This has got Miracle Grow to the extreme. But I do get questions all the time. What other flower can we use to make with 21 inch? I have so much 21 inch mesh left. So, you ask and you shall receive. Great, we are done this. Holy crap. Now this you wouldn't want to ship. This is about 18, 19, 20, 22, 3. This is about 25 inches in diameter. Like I said, you don't have to make these ginormous petals like I did. You can slip it in more down farther and cut off more of the tail, and it'll make a smaller flower. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a ruffle just on top of each of these petal zip ties. So that hides the zip tie, and it's going to kind of wrap around the center I pre-made already. Now, if you like this center, it's just made with felt. I've shown it quite a few times on how to make it. It's just on a piece of styrofoam. I wouldn't put this right outside in the weather. I would use Deco tubing or Olifun or something for your center, something that's waterproof. Because felt's not really waterproof, and it'll start molding if it gets wet and stuff like that. But for your front door or for a kid's bedroom or everything or whatever, it's perfect. And it's really, really simple to make and cheap. Okay, so now for this inside ruffle, I don't want to see any of this edge, right? So what I'm going to do is now this is 10 by 10. So we're using 10 inch mesh, and I cut it 10 inches. So it's a square. What I want is the serged edges. So that's the finished edges. I want those to be exposed and not the cut edges, because it will fray. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold this just in half like this. So meet up the two edges here. Okay, so we got the serged edges are at the top. Okay. And then I'm going to fold, just want to make sure it's squared up there. Then you can just fold this in just a little bit, or you don't even have to do this part if you don't mind a little bit of fray. And then you're going to scrunch just down at the bottom. Okay, and then just fold this in and scrunch again. Okay, so this is kind of what you made. So it's not quite a ruffle, it's like half a ruffle. But when we put this onto the board and put the center on, you can see it's just going to kind of cup around the center, and it's going to make a really nice added touch to our flower. So I didn't pre-do my zip ties yet, so I always have clothespins handy for extra pair of hands there. So I'm just going to clothespin that off, and I'm going to pre-load the zip ties again. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use these same holes that I've already used for these inside petals, and I'm just going to go around that one. So I'm going to preload them again. So there's 8. So you need 8 pieces of 10 by 10. And like I said, you can use a different color if you want a different color to go around the center of your flower. Or you can keep the uniform color like I did. Now the 10 by 10 mesh I am using for this ruffle is a wide foil. It's the same color, but here I'll show you. So you can see how it's got a thicker foil, and it's much more shiny compared to, well, we'll put the two together. You can see that there is a difference. This has foil in it, but it's quite thin, and this is a wide foil. So there is 2 different kinds of mesh, and this is more of a thicker quality. It's a good quality mesh, this wide foil mesh. Not that this isn't, but this one's a little cheaper, and it's just got the thin metallic foil. So again, we're going to just fold this 10 by 10 in half. Now you can just, once you fold it in half, you don't have to fold it in. You can just scrunch just along the bottom here if you want. It works just as well. I just kind of fold this down and then scrunch, because it just kind of hides a little bit of the frayed edge here, because once you cut Deco mesh, it will fray. Unless you wood burn it, And I don't recommend wood burning unless you have the proper personal protection equipment, because you are burning plastic. 2 more of these little ruffle things, and then we're done. We're going to put our center on. Now, when we put the center on, we are going to glue it on top of these stems, and you will not see the zip ties at all. So I'm doing it so the ruffle is cupping. So you can do it so this, because it's curling this way, or you can put it in this way and have the opposite effect. All right, last one done. Yay! Okay. So these are all in there, and you, like I said, you can open them up. We'll open them up more when we put the center on. Now you can make your center any color you want. I'm just going to stick with white, and I'm just going to kind of snuggle and nestle it in there. And if you want to make a center like mine, like I said, I have quite a few tutorials on how to make it, and it's just felt. It's very, very easy to make. Like, it's definitely not rocket science. This one looks a little bit, there we go. So I'm just going to kind of mold this around. And then once this is glued in, I can open them up and make a nicer little bit of a ruffle. I got to fix some of these petals. Just cut them. Okay. So I'm using the Gorilla Glue sticks. And what I'm going to do is the Deco mesh and styrofoam glue really, really well together. So just take that from experience from me, because I've tried to get centers off that I glued on, and it's really hard without like destroying the actual center. So once you get the hot glue on there, make sure it's exactly where you want it before you like commit to pushing it down, because they love each other and they stick well together. So like I said, I'm just globbing on hot glue onto the tails of these petals. Okay, and then I'm going to nestle this styrofoam piece kind of in there, and once I have it right where I want it, then I'm going to press down, and that looks pretty good. And then press down and just hold it. You can start moving these around while you're doing that. And then we'll open these. So it's making a nice little center there. This would have looked really pretty even with a nice bright yellow center. Okay, so while that's drying, there's the back. So there's no covering up the back. Now we didn't put our hanging hole. There is hanging holes, which are right here. Now on the board, they are 2 holes that are just not lined up with anything, and they are beveled in. So you can tell that those are the hanging holes. So you can use string, twine, whatever you want. If you were doing this for an outdoor project, you want to use just a zip tie. So you're going to go through one hole and back through the other. Okay, and you're just going to make yourself a little hanger. Do you guys love this? Like, look how cute and pretty this is. I know it's a little extra and ginormous, but I was just making it extra and ginormous for you guys so you could see it. So look how big that is. This thing is like, this is just awesome. I love it. It's so fun.